There we go. There we go.
I say what you're doing, and then
There we do have a friend coming, so maybe you want to go here. That would be so awkward, like, hey Alex, hey, is he almost supposed to sit in the back? I mean, listen, we can move these chairs. We can literally sit anywhere we want.
okay.
Yeah, go for it. Have fun, Charlotte.
See, that's the thing. Like I play like I do, but I will never because I'm
We put it in a shift formation. It doesn't have to say like a boat. It is. Yes. It's not. I actually got one custom made on Etsy. There was a store, and it doesn't exist anymore. But this person would, like, you would answer like questions, and they would make custom wands for you out of like different types of wood and like different styles. So like mine, there's got to be someone else who does it, but like that shop is no longer there. But like, so mine is like it's very light wood, and you kind of see it on here. It's not straight; it's like a little bit bendy, and it's very smooth. And a friend of mine also owns one at the same time, and it's like this dark, heavy wood. So that's so I got that in real life, and then that's what I got. So it's like actually
What house are you?
house one.
Me too.
Yeah, yellow and black. Yes, my spouse is very good club. Yes, you just know.
I feel like I'm whatever Harry Potter is.
Very brave. Yeah. Yeah. It's like there's like have you seen Puffs? There's like an off-Broadway show called Puffs. Four houses. There's graves, there's smarts, there's snakes, and there's Puffs. Plus, like we're just like goofy and happy. There's grave, smart, snake, Puffs. I know Slytherin is a snake, so then you're saying Gryffindor's one is a grave. Yeah. Oh, I should go smash it. We're gonna start our show comment. Thank you. Sorry. Thanks for being great. Oh my gosh. Hi, friends and family. How are you? It's good to see you. My name is Shannon Stott, and you are part of the journey. This is Improv on and off the stage. All week we've been having classes and workshops and shows. This is our third of four. We'll be right here tomorrow night as well. What you're seeing tonight is a combination of understanding and learning and definitely improv. Really what you're seeing is a combination of understanding and learning about yourself and improv. Our whole journey this month, actually this year, is all about community, which right now we have built, and our whole journey this month is all about relinquishing control. Relinquishing control. What does that mean? I don't know, it means a lot of things. What does it mean to you? What does relinquishing control mean to you?
I gotta language.
You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Anything? Any other fun ways to think about relinquishing control, letting go of control? Not worrying so much. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Not worrying so much is like the theme of this whole month, actually. This theme of this show. Not worrying so much. I could talk to you a lot about not worrying so much or relinquishing control all by myself up here. But we have a whole team of people. We have a therapist, drama therapist, licensed behavioral analyst, and we also have, yes, come in! If you're wondering if you're at the right place, you are! Yay! Yeah, okay, don't even rush, don't even rush. This is all about relinquishing control. We have no control over the times that we get to places. And it's fine, it's really great. We have what? Drama therapist, licensed behavioral analyst, And we also have other improvisers here. Stephanie Monteca, would you join me on stage?
Yay! Hi, Shannon.
How are you?
I am so good. I'm so happy to be here with all of y'all. I'm here with you and Toasted and everyone.
Yeah, it's really fun. I want to ask you about Relinquishing Control and what it means to you.
Yeah, so
As a showing up in your life.
I love these series. Every time I come, I feel like I learn something about myself. And my theme in the last 3 months has been about control. And I used to think I was a very easygoing person. Like, I felt like, oh, I'm very like relaxed and very casual. Things don't really like, duck off of water off a duck's back, like quarterback. Then I got really excited and I wanted to direct a show. And a part of directing is trusting your ensemble to do work with you for the project, right? Something like this. But my first time being a director, I realized I came with a lot of expectations and I came with a lot of things that I wanted to do a certain way. And so when things didn't go my way, or when things started shifting and changing their shape, it took a lot for me to kind of step back and be like, hey, this is okay. This is exactly what we signed up for, right? This is why I got a cast. This is why I got people who do music better than me. This is why I have people who do tech better than me so that we can collaborate on this vision together. And as soon as I felt like I let go of that, y'all, it shaped out to be so good. It was so beautiful. Like, it was more than I could have ever expected if I just depended on it to be the way I wanted to control it, you know?
Stephanie, there's the part you said, once I let it go, right? What are some, like, if you could narrow down the 3 steps that you had to go through to let it go? What, I know, I'm putting you on the spot, this is what it's about. What might those 3 steps have been?
The first step would be the awareness, right? Acknowledging the thing is not going the way you thought it was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
The second was, what are my options? What do I have control over, right? Like, if it was me being like, this is not a big deal, we can just go without it.
Mm-hmm.
Or me going, these are the options I have. We can change this, or I could ask for help for this, right? And the third one was taking a look at it, from an outside perspective, where I was like, if someone saw this for the very first time, would they remember like the conception, right? Like, can I take myself out of it and look at it with brand new eyes and appreciate it for what it turned into, instead of mourning it for what I thought it could have been. And then I feel like I got to a place where I'm like, okay, this new thing, this thing that now we have collaborated on together is way more beautiful, more special than I could have ever dreamt of it being, because of all the input from everyone. All these things that I couldn't control, right?
Yeah.
All these things that I couldn't control made it special.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Thank you, Steph.
Thank you, Shannon, for asking.
Oh, you're very welcome.
What about you? How's relinquishing control showing up in your life?
Oh, so many ways, so many ways. Usually what happens is I get really in my head, just like we were talking about, I get really in my head about when we're doing shows, but the before, and then all the things that you just said. So you said these things, so let me think of another way. With family right now, with my stepson, with my husband, doing all the things that they're doing. Sometimes people don't like to tell you what they're doing, where they're going, when they're going to be back, why they're doing that thing the way they're doing it. They don't want to tell you all that. You know why? Because they're their own people and they deserve autonomy. But sometimes that can throw you, right? Because you make plans, right? I made a plan. I made a plan to be at home at a certain time. I made a plan to cook a certain dinner, and no one's here to eat it, or everyone's late. Now it's cold. It sounds like Lucy, like the proper 50s, right? But the thing is that once you realize exactly that people have their own idea of how they want to live their life, once you're like, you know what? Your idea of how you want to live your life can actually be collaborative, right? Of how I want to live my life. And once you sort of give that up, you take a step back, you become aware, you said, take a step back, let people do what they do, then now we're all living in a spot where we're, where we are a community, right? A household community, a friendship community, any of those types of communities. Listen, you and I can talk about this on this like normie normal level where we're just chatting and drinking tea, and my goodness, Tosin is just playing sweet vibes and we're like really connecting. We can also take this just one level higher and bring in a behavioral analyst who can actually put words to what it is that we're saying, like topics and phrases and science to what we're saying. So we do that?
I would love that.
All right, so please welcome Emily Arnold Fleming.
Yes! Hi everyone, it's so good to see you. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. So I'm Emily. I am a licensed behavior analyst. I'm licensed in the state of Virginia. I live in Richmond, Virginia. Don't try to bill insurance for anything that we're doing here tonight. It won't go through and I could get in trouble. But my job as a behavior analyst is to look at a person's behavior and how it affects our environment, and vice versa, how an environment affects behavior. In this context, my job is to define our theme and try to help us come up with strategies to live our theme, behavioral strategies to make our lives a little better and to affect our environment and maybe change our environment for other people to help them. All right, so let's rock and roll. Let's relinquish some control. I hope the cookie thing works. Oh no, cookie thing. Oh no, what's wrong with you? That's okay. There we go, baby. All right. I got everyone graded. Feels a little bit like Magic School Bus Day. Magic School Bus Day was when they would roll in a TV cart. We didn't have TVs in our classrooms. All right. Anyway, and then the teacher would stop talking for 3 hours. It was great. So let's talk about control. Is anyone here like me like to have control over like your life, like your chores or your work or your things? Yeah, right? What's a household chore this is your chore. You know how to do it and you know how to do it right.
Washing the dishes.
Washing the dishes. What is the very specific way that you wash the dishes?
I take my plates, I rinse them, I put them into the dishwasher, and then when they're done, I take the plates out the dishwasher into
Yeah, so you have like a very specific place, like where your dishes go in your dishwasher. Yeah, so does my spouse. You know who has a different place for their dishes? This girl. You know what was really hard when we first lived together? Dishes. Anyone have anything else like that maybe you do around the house, or like ways that you do work, or anything else that you like being done in a very specific way?
None of the wet clothes ever go in the dryer. Ever. Well, wait, that's not true. Non-important things like underwear and socks go in the dryer.
Yeah.
Clothes don't get dry.
Oh, you're like a full air dryer kind of person.
Yeah.
I love it. I had to make a separate basket. This is how I offer my environment, was because like I'll also like some important clothes, like some, but I had to like stop telling my spouse every day, like, no, you cannot put that sweater in there. We have now a separate basket for things. Yeah, perfect, great. So when do you, y'all who have these specific controls, have you lived with other humans who disagree about the way that you do those things? Yeah, and that's because we all know that life is a little bit messy, right? There's always chaos, right? You know how like, has anyone had something recently that you're like, I am definitely gonna get this done, and then it did not go the way that you wanted it to go? What was it? What happened to you? What's something that happened where it like didn't go where the way you wanted it to go? You wanna tell me about it? It's okay, you can say no, you don't have to tell me about it if you don't.
I got one this morning.
What happened this morning?
I teach software engineering for remotely through Zoom. And when I sat down my desk to prepare for my lesson, my third screen broke. And like the way that I practice teaching on the lecture, depending on the experience, in 20 minutes, I'm like, okay, all I'm gonna do is 2 screens, and it's a lot. It's like I have to get the lecture up, the lecture notes up, the kids' faces up, the Zoom code block that I have to type in later to show them the Minecraft it all down real fast.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And what if you were like totally married to your 3-screen setup? And you were like, I can't do anything other than my 3-screen setup. Yeah. Yeah. It would have been a disaster. Right, exactly. So sometimes we have to give up our best laid plans. Sometimes we have to give up our control a little bit. So like I said, my job as a behavior analyst is to define what we're talking about today. So officially our definition, officially out of my mouth, if you disagree, you go back to school. Go back to school, you go get your master's in behavioral science and then we'll talk. All right, so I'm going to define it today as accepting, us like actively accepting that there are factors beyond our influence that are going to contribute to the outcome of an event, right? Something is gonna go wrong, right? Your roommate's gonna come in and be like, I'm gonna put this place in the top rack. And like someone's gonna be like, I'm gonna put the jeans in the dryer. It's gonna happen, something like that is gonna happen sometime, and we have to learn to be okay with that and live with that, right? So as you all came in, y'all voted on what kind of presentation we want to see. It's different every night this run. I'm giving up control by allowing you to choose what comes next after this thing. And today we are doing, ooh, inspirational. Ooh, y'all want to be inspired today. Great, so let's do it. Let's get inspired. All right. So we're talking about being controlling, how we want things to be like 100% perfect, right? Sometimes we work on, you know what, work, does anyone have like the kind of job or like doing homework where you're like, this needs to be perfect and I need to get A's? Or like, this project needs to be perfect. Anyone have that in their brain? Yeah, yeah, and it's stressful sometimes. It's stressful when it doesn't happen. Here's the metaphor we're going to use today for relinquishing control, especially when we're thinking about projects where we have to collaborate with other humans. All right? Who hates group projects? Hate it. I hate group projects, right? Because like there's always like that one kid that's like,
there's always that one kid who disagrees with everything.
right?
And the problem, it ruins the whole thing.
Right! That's right! They ruined the whole thing! And it's frustrating. Well, I want us to start thinking about, what if we think about our projects like a potluck or a picnic, right? And a potluck and a picnic, everyone brings something, right? Hello, welcome, come on in, hi, come on in, welcome. We're talking about potlucks.
My favorite.
And the context of giving up control. When you plan a potluck, you are not like, okay, we are going to have this exact kind of potato salad, and we are going to have these kinds of beans, and we're going to have this kind of thing, right? What happens at a potluck?
You don't know.
You don't know. Everyone brings things, right? You can make, but you have control over what you bring, right? You can bring, a sweet basket of stuff for like your homemade food. Meanwhile, Steve over here just brings plates. Like you've worked so hard and the guy shows up with paper plates. But that's fine. You have control over your part. Just because you don't have control over the entire thing, you do still have some control. Stole this from Charlotte over here. Everyone give it up for Charlotte. There we go. We do, for those of you who don't know, we do a live stream every Monday, me and Shannon, on our topic, and we are talking about relinquishing control recently. And we're talking about how just because you have to give up control, a little bit of control, doesn't mean you're powerless, right? You can still add something. There is something that you can do. Even in terms of our washing our dishes, right? We can talk to the people in the room to be like, hey, you know what? If you loved me, you would not put those jeans in the dryer. I've had these conversations too, right? Where, my spouse is like, if you really want this relationship to work, you gotta put the plastic poles on the top rack. Fine. Great. And that is fine. So you do have some power over a situation. There's never a time when you are completely powerless, right? But let's go back to our potluck metaphor, okay? Those of you who know me know that I hate tomatoes. Sorry, Texas. I know there's a lot of tomatoes and a lot of peppers going on in this state, and I cannot eat any of them, and I am so sorry for every restaurant worker I've met this week. But let's say I go to a potluck and everyone brings a tomato. That's all they bring. And I have like tripped and like my food is ruined and all there are to eat are tomatoes. What, have you ever had something where like you show up and like even though you tried, it kind of seems like everything's a disaster? Yeah? Anyone want to share any of those moments? Or kind of feels like things are a disaster?
I just went to my, I woke up, I took a flight, went to my sister's, well, where my sister was supposed to get married to in Virginia, and as soon as I landed, I had COVID, and so I couldn't go, and that was a disaster to me.
That's awful! That's your potluck of tomatoes.
That was my potluck of tomatoes.
Your potluck of tomatoes was you couldn't go to your own sister's wedding. And that's awful, and that's hard, and it feels like you have zero control in that moment, right? But I'm gonna tell you something, because you are still here, right? Life didn't end at that moment, right? What did you do when you were in that hotel room?
Yes.
Or Airbnb?
Just in general, like I took baths, I took care of myself, I watched TV, I Skyped in, we found a way for me to, well, we say Skype anymore, Zoomed in, whatever we did, I was sort of there, but yeah, and I got some work done, I got work done.
Yeah, perfect, beautiful. So even after something looks like it's ruined, it's totally done, you do still have a power of choice. The road goes on, it's not a dead end, right? Your potluck of tomatoes is not, I'm not gonna starve to death at this potluck, guys. Like I can go to a McDonald's or whatever you have here, P. Terry's that I haven't eaten that yet. I still haven't tried Whataburger, P. Terry's, or In-N-Out, or Jack in the Box, guys. Whataburger, is it good? Should I have that?
Texas thing.
Yeah, I should eat these things, right?
Start with Whataburger.
Start with Whataburger, got it. But like I can do that. The road is not over. We have a power of choice. So even when things seem like a disaster, we have a power of choice. Even when that one kid ruins everything, you haven't failed out of school, right? You're still there. We still have the power of choice to move on, pick up ourselves, and move on with ourselves. And in that way, we can feel a little bit better about relinquishing control because you have power. So I hope you feel a little bit inspired from the inspirational one. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to roll the car away. Sorry, it was very short magic school bus time. And we are going to see an improv scene inspired by all the things we're talking about from Shannon and Steph. Are you ready to see some improv in this actual improv show? All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Let's go, my friends. Happy anniversary! I planned a picnic. I carefully selected the whole menu. I talked to the salesperson. I got a wine pairing that I think you might like. And surprise! Surprise!
I'm so happy.
Are you so surprised?
I'm so surprised. You called. I remember you this morning. You were like, hey, oh my goodness, don't go anywhere after work. Make sure that you sit at work for 15 minutes, then drive to the nearest park, and then don't do anything until I tell you to call, until I call you. And then you called, and then I walked out here in the sun and with no hat because I sit in a car and I didn't have my tie and my belt and my heels, and I came out here to the park with the picnic. I am surprised. I'm surprised. I just. You know what? Oh no, it's me.
It's me.
Is it the wine? Should I have gotten,
No, that's my favorite wine. That's my favorite wine.
oh, well, is it, do you not like this spot?
No, actually, I remember this spot. This is where we got engaged. I remember this spot. It was a beautiful spot.
Well, I put a lot of work into planning the surprise for you. I was really excited to share this with you, and what I'm seeing is,
I know.
well, let's just
No,
let's
no,
just not
no,
do
no.
it. Let's just
Wait,
not-
wait, no, particular. It's not you. It's not you. It's me. It's me. It's the way I'm looking at it, you know?
No, you're Louboutin.
Yeah.
Oh, the other one. And you know what? Oh wait, hold on. My mom gave that to you. That's
It's
okay.
fine. I don't that's good.
Well, you feel a little better?
I feel a lot better. I feel so much better. I want to do this again. I just want to.
Your rewind noises. Babe, are you sure? Because if this is not the time. I planned this. Oh my God, this is amazing! This is the place we got engaged.
Yeah, it is.
Oh wow, this is beautiful. Is
Yeah.
that? Oh my gosh, is that a
Cabernet Sauvignon.
your favorite?
I love Cabernet Sauvignon.
2022.
This is great. You know,
Twisted.
yeah, I love twisted. Like, why do anything different? You know what I mean? This is great. Thank you.
Happy anniversary
Happy anniversary to you.
to us.
Happy anniversary to us.
All right, I have one more surprise for you.
Oh, good. The first time was so good.
You've been dropping a lot of hints,
Oh no.
and I think I got this right. Open. You want? Let me do it for
Okay.
you. It's a wide-brimmed hat. It's a wide-brimmed hat. You said you wanted to try hats.
I love hats. I love hats. You know how much I hate the sun? Like I walk from the car to my office and the office to the car, and it's like a mile long parking lot. Not look at me. I'm completely in shade.
You look awesome. Well, let me take a quick picture of you just so I can commemorate this moment, okay?
Okay.
Let me just look through my bag. Oh, did I put it maybe in?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought I had put it.
It's okay. I have a camera. It's okay. I have one. I can just use my phone. We can't get too close because just get under it. Ready? Okay.
All right, well, let's dig in. See
Oh my God, I'm sticking it in my bag. How was that for you? Sometimes when we do these scenes, we talk to Emily and see what she felt. Hi, Emily. How'd you feel about that scene?
Sometimes, like right now.
Yeah. Okay. sometimes you pop up like out of the picnic basket. Sometimes. Whoa.
My job now is not necessarily talk about the content of the scene that we did, but more about like how did you as human beings, as performers, the three of you, including Tosin back there, use what we've been talking about, relinquish control in order to build a scene. So one thing that I want to point out is that we are doing improv with music. So I want to talk between Tosin and the two of you. What did you feel like you brought to this improv scene metaphorical potluck?
Well, I felt like I brought an opportunity. I guess I was hoping to bring an opportunity for things not to go the way you planned. So for me, I was like, well, like what's something that I feel like I want to help go a certain way, right? And so that felt like my contribution. And then what I felt like I got from you was, oh, things are not going according to your plan. So it was like both of us weren't going according to plan, right? And then the music helped me because it felt like, oh, it kept me like grounded in what do I want? Like I want it to be a sweet moment and I want it to be a nice moment and like I want to celebrate us and I want us to get to this point where we can have, where you can feel like you can enjoy this moment and this ambiance. And so the music felt like it was pushing me to like, how do we get there, right?
Yeah, I felt the same. At the very beginning, I wanted to give you, Stephanie, some stuff to play with that was out of your control, so not liking what was going on. But then that felt not fun to play. It didn't feel fun to like throw. Yes.
Yes,
like,
I want to. Can we put a pin in that?
Yeah.
I want to hear how Tosin feels about this potluck.
So like, if I'm starting to see like how the people feel yet, I'm just doing like nothing to like wait for a feeling to emerge. And then when there was the discourse about like, I could tell that you were saying things like, oh, I was sitting in my car and I wish you told me it was this about the time. Oh, this and it was this about the time. I was like, okay, so the conflict's gonna be this, but you're also giving a lot of, I believe in myself to be able to handle it. So usually my job for that is like, let me grab that emotional thing, like the thing you want to do is like, I believe in myself to make this moment a good moment. And so I just stay with that idea. And I was like, okay. And I let them work around it. And if they drag me into a different place, I'll go there. But usually I'm like, okay, I'll try to hold on to that. That's easy to do something.
Perfect. It's like it's an imperfect metaphor, right? Where it's an ongoing potluck. It's like a potluck with like magical food that keeps reappearing, right? But at some point, and I think we noticed, and this is what I think you were about to talk about, we started to have an ultimatum potluck a little bit, where these two were like, the scene isn't working. What happened? What did you see them do? Rewind. Literally rewind, right? Like at no point where you were like, this is over! This scene is over, I destroyed it in my heart. You had the power of choice, and you chose to rewind and start again, which is a valid thing. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Did you have more to talk about that?
No, it was great. I loved it. It felt, well, yes, obviously now I'm talking about. I felt like I wanted to play. When we're talking about relinquishing control, and it's not fun to take somebody's control.
Yeah.
That's what was happening. I felt like you were offering something nice, like a potluck or a picnic, and I was taking that control away from both of us. Because now, no, I don't like this thing. Well, now what are we gonna do? And that's not fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you just started over.
Then we started over. It was fun.
Yeah. And so we can do, that's fine. In life, we can start over again, right? It's totally cool. Well, let's talk more about life stuff. But like I said, I can't actually legally do this. I can't actually make you talk about life stuff, or else like the board's gonna come after me. But I know who can, and that is our registered drama therapist, Luke Wallace.
I'm a drama therapist, and basically, like drama therapy, takes any kind of like therapy spoken with words, and we put it on the stage, and we work with different things, different issues, and playing with that. I wanted to see if we can play with one exercise in drama therapy, and that it's usually kind of a closer for drama therapy. It's a reflective exercise, and we did it at the end of the drama therapy session earlier this week. And this is kind of like it's going along with go with me here. The first law of thermodynamics. Does anybody know which one that is? Yeah.
It is a law. If your right foot is cold, then your left foot is probably also cold. Thermodynamics.
Yes!
Fine, Justin. Good job, Justin.
So yeah, energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can only be transformed. And how we play with that in therapy is a whole physics lesson. No, I'm kidding. But how we do with it is at the end of the session, there's a lot, we talk about like, okay, this is what I am leaving, this is what I'm leaving in the room, and then this is what one thing that I'm taking with me as I leave, as I exit the room. So it's kind of a philosophical thing, but I want to see if we can play with it and get moving with it a little bit. The mantra will be like, I give up and I take on. So I give up and I take on. So what we're going to do is we're going to build it in our bodies first, and kind of like put that mantra in our bodies. And so I would say, Stephanie and Shannon, can you both find a way that would be good for your bodies to show I give up, and then I give up, and then I take. Yeah.
Show it in our bodies?
Yeah, show it in your bodies. Explore it for a little bit. Yeah. Explore.
Like any way?
Any way you want. Yeah.
So this is, I give up. I give up. That is my
Yeah. I give up. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that your I give up?
Okay, cool, great. And we are going to be repeating these movements, so
Okay.
so I would say do something that would be movement based. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, play with it a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with mine. I'm sticking with mine.
Okay. I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you
It's got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
we got it. We got that one.
Yeah.
We got that.
This thing. Okay, wonderful. And then let's explore. I take on.
I take on.
Cool.
Oh, dang, get that trench coat. I take on.
Right.
Just like all
Yeah,
my
so
housing.
yeah,
Somewhere.
let's show like let's show the whole thing. So
Okay.
I give up and I take on. Cool. Awesome, wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's give it a So let's go back to your to the characters that you were just playing. So your character was just one instance was throwing like the tie and the shoes
Oh, yeah.
and the link, and then you said something about like I feel really happy, really joyful after that. So you gave up the shoes.
My Louis Vuittons?
Yeah. And then you were taking on joy.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was your character, and then your character. There was a point where Shannon's character was doing the reverse thing, and so you'd be like, what? Okay, but your character was trying to understand what was happening with Shannon's character, and so you're still sitting at the table, so you're like. You were giving up setting at the table and just, okay, cool, we're going in reverse. Can we see both of yours with that mantra?
Oh, sure. Yeah. This, like within the scene?
Not within the scene, but just kind of with still going with the movement, not saying the mantra anymore, but I'm giving up the shoes, and taking on joy. I'm giving up setting the the table, and I'm taking on collaboration.
Yeah, so I give up Louis Vuittons and ties. I give up those constraints, and I take on the joy of us being together.
Yeah, and I'm giving up doing things my way and taking on starting fresh with my partner.
Yeah.
One of the balls, everybody, if you feel comfortable doing this. So I would say find your own way of I give up and then I take on. So just a movement, and so yeah, let's explore that just a little bit. So let's just explore like I give up, like I. Yeah, get that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's great. Yeah. It's good to get it in your body. It's great. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Cool. Great. And yeah, sweet. So let's just say I give up all together. So 1, 2, 3.
I give up.
Oh, sweet. And all right. So let's explore. I take on. So just give it up.
Just give it up.
And taking on. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Just crossing. Yeah. Yeah. So we're just feeling it. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. And then, all right, cool, great. So, 1, 2, 3.
I take on.
Cool, great. All right. So let's put that all together. If you don't remember, come up with the big let's do it all together. So I give up and I take on. Yeah. Sweet. So and I would say one final piece before we carry on is just think about something that that you want to give up, something that you want to relinquish control. Maybe just a little bit. That is it's safe for you and everybody around you. Yeah, just be thinking about that. Agree with that one? Oh, great. And then, be thinking about something that you take on in reflection of that. Like, so for me, I would be like, I give up worrying about the day, and I take on just breathing. So be thinking about that for yourselves. Everyone have one in mind? Okay, cool, great. And then we'll come back to I give up, I take on. So ready? 1, 2, 3.
I give up and I take on.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
We did.
we do drama therapy.
We did drama.
Friends and family, Luke Wallace. Okay, so we have one more scene. We've got I give up and I take on. And then before that, right before that, what did Emily talk to us about?
Talk to us about
That's right. Oh yeah, that's great. Joy, strength, power.
personal choice. You have choice.
Choice. That's right. All right. So we've got personal choice. We've got I give up, I take on. Those are our 3 things that are running through our minds in this next scene. Okay. Yeah. Anything else you want to throw in that mix? All right. Let's shake it out a little bit, and then we'll get into it.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think?
Looks great.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. When you go out into the world today, and then people are asking you, maybe they're saying to you, what do you want? They're asking you this. You are going to be able to say anything. And then they're going to run out into the streets, and they're going to bring that thing back to you based on these outfits.
Wow. All that from just this tailored suit?
It's a very, very spectacular tailored suit.
Well, I've never gotten anything, tailored to me before. I love the length and honestly feel like I can ask for that raise now.
This is the day then. Wait. It's a handkerchief. My grandfather gave it to me, and then his grandfather gave it to him. And it was passed down for many generations. Many generations, this handkerchief. Do you know what it has?
No? Now, I don't believe in magic. Whoa!
Now, with this handkerchief, you can have whatever you want.
I don't know, I feel kind of silly. Don't you think this is maybe a little too much?
But what?
I mean, people don't really go around with handkerchiefs anymore.
What?
And this looks, well, vintage and kind of expensive. Maybe, maybe this is just not me. Maybe I'm good where I'm at. Maybe in like 3 months I'll go back and maybe I'll revisit the conversation about having a raise. This feels just not the right time.
The handkerchief starts to dissolve. Every time Steph starts to talk about that it's not the right time, even though she woke up knowing today was the day, it dissolves.
Yeah, and you know what? There's other people at work that are more deserving than me, and maybe if I just pull some overtime, after a couple months, they'll see that I'm worthy of a raise, and I could like do some extra work, and then later on, kind of tell them about, I'm sorry. It's typical, What's happening to you? I didn't mean to put my doubts on you. This always happens to me. I try to go look for something or I'm trying to change my life and, oh no. Is this because of me? Is this all my fault? Hello? God, again? All the people in my life just
The magic
leaving
drawer.
me? There's nothing left. There's nothing. Not a store, not a person, not things I can put on me to feel different. I guess I'll just give up, just hang out in this abyss all by myself.
I'm giving up. I'm taking on.
You are not powerless.
If I just bought that coat, I would have walked into that office and I would have said, "Hey, Mr. Johnson, I've been putting in the work for 9 months. Every day I show up 15 minutes early and I leave right on time because, well, my time is mine. And when I'm here, I'm present and I'm enthusiastic and I love collaborating and I do love this job. I feel creatively challenged and I think with a little more responsibility I could really take off. I could be an asset, not just for this company, but for me too. I would feel so much more confident and powerful and strong and
You're our best applicant, actually. We've had our eye on you for a long time, so welcome to the team.
thank you.
Wait, see? You see, like, just kick it. You doesn't have soak it to tears. I'll make a big spaghetti for you on your way home.
You got a deal.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
You made me feel very cute.
Hey, you know, it's because we are roommates, and we have been roommates for so long. I know you very, very well. I do. I like you. You're my friend.
I like you're my friend too. Thank you for taking on my heart when I was not feeling like I could.
Hey, sometimes you just need somebody to listen. And sometimes you need a magical handkerchief that your grandfather's grandfather gave you and passed down to you, but you already have one.
Well, I'm happy to take this one on.
Good luck.
I'll see you later. I'll bring farmers home for that spaghetti.
Hey, but my child. I like you. Okay, friends and family. We've learned a lot. We've done so much in this hour. What you're going to do now is you're going to go look at some cards. There's cards on this table. You're going to look at the card. If it inspires you to talk to another person, do what the card says. If it doesn't inspire you at all, leave it where it is. If you'd like to put it in your pocket for the next half of the show, do that and we might use it. But until then, we have 10 minutes, a 10-minute break. The bathrooms are around this corner. And there's a bathroom over there. Yeah, thanks for being here. 10 minutes, go do it. You know, I think I probably people would be agreeing. And I was like, oh, I have to do it. I really decided to have
one.
Yeah, and we also, I mean, we're playing.
That one on the
Everything about you. Move that back slightly, right? Like teetering on the edge. You and Gus really love to just have some shit teetering on the edge of things. Oh my gosh, the feed looks really nice.
I assume the family went home, no? Hello! Attention everyone! The second half of the show is starting and it's your choice whether it starts with applause or whether it starts with silence. So I give it up to you. Pants or shorts? Shorts? Chicken or eggs? Eggs. The moon or the sun? The moon. The moon. Oh, romantic. Space or the ocean? Space. Pickles or poppycock? Pickles.
Robots or waffle makers?
Bad bangs or no hair?
No hair.
No hair.
Oh no or oh no!
Rats or checkers? Rats or checkers. Dryers or air dry? Air dry. Sticker chart or lollipops? Sticker chart. Oh yeah. Babies or gnomes? No. That's correct. That's the correct answer. Dentist or getting shots? Dentist. Oh, like shots? Yeah. Dang.
Oh, getting us out.
Easy question.
Peanut butter or butter?
Butter.
Butter.
A soul patch or a twisty mustache? Twisty mustache. Old-timey movies or a modern blockbuster? Old-timey movies. Oh yeah. Shoe boxes.
Oh, this is real. This is real. This is
Okay.
get ready for it. Shoe boxes or picture albums.
Shoe boxes.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Me.
Oh yeah. Come on. Getting up or going to bed? Going to bed. Going to bed.
Doors or windows?
Oh. Cooking or eating? Eating. Eating. Bread. Bread or bed? Bread or bed? Bread or bed? Bread. Bread. Did we say bread?
Yes.
We said mostly bread. Bread. We said bread. Does bread make you feel happy?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't tell very many people this, but we are in a small space. Okay. So I used to live overseas. I had a maid, and my maid's name was Mahulu. We lived in Africa. We lived in a country called Lesotho, which is surrounded by South Africa. Her name was Mahulu, and she would bake chocolate bread from scratch on Fridays. And oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. And she would also bake cookies, and she would put them in this
particular tin. Do you all know those, have you ever had fruitcake in that red tin? Have you ever seen that? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? It's like it's a thing. Anyway, but she would put them in this red tin. And so for years, I grew up coming home on Fridays, like running to this, through the kitchen with this smell of like chocolate bread, and I would open up this red tin, and there would be a stack full of cookies, chocolate chip cookies, like fresh baked chocolate cookies. Anyway, so we moved from Lesotho, we moved home, back to the States, I guess that's home. Anyway, we moved, and I remember I was in college, and I came home to my parents' apartment, and on the ledge, like right in the kitchen, was this red tin that we used to use. And I unlocked the door, I saw that red tin, I don't know, it was like in my 20s. I was still in my 20s when I was in college? I don't know, don't judge me. So I like beelined it to this red tin, I opened it up, and what was in it? Postcard. Okay, Nothing was in there, and I legitimately cried. And I asked my Mom, where are the chocolate chip cookies? Where are they? And she was like, those chocolate chip cookies, somebody made those cookies. The tin didn't manifest cookies out of itself. And anyway, I wonder, have you ever seen something? Do you have a thing that you're so used to having, but maybe you lost that thing and you're sad about it? Anybody have that they'd like to share? They'd like to share about? And that thing bring you joy, or maybe it didn't bring you joy, but it was always in your possession. You don't have it anymore. Either from you all, or from you all.
I had a cookbook that I had tried some recipes and adjusted them to be perfect for me, and like written in it.
Where did it, do you know where it went?
Yeah, it was a tumultuous time and many possessions were lost. That's what I missed.
If you had it right now, if somehow, some way, you could like manifest it.
Yeah.
And you knew that you probably wouldn't have it like for very long. It just was like we had like a couple of seconds. What might you say to this?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I would find one of the recipes and take a picture of a second.
Yeah.
Save it forever on my phone.
Can you remember like any
The
of the
recipe when she was born, I made a stew recipe to have. I made it in advance to eat when I was recovering. And I wrote in her like childbirth stew. Yeah.
For reference, what's in childbirth?
It was like, I'm gonna just but it was my stew for childbirth.
Yeah, I like that. I like childbirth stew.
Yes.
Childbirth stew. All together now. Childbirth stew.
I just thought you might want some spices, babe.
You know what?
I got this from the store.
Yeah, well, what? It looks like parsley.
Yeah, it says parsley, it says fancy parsley.
You know, maybe this recipe doesn't require a fancy parsley. Maybe we'll save that for a parsley dish. Because this is basically done if you want to taste it.
I went to the store for you, babe, and got you this parsley.
Oh, no, and that, I so appreciate the effort, but I spent a lot of time making this for you, and
What about this hot sauce? I also got this for you, babe. It has a donkey on it.
That looks spicy. But it's more of kind of like a comforting soup. You know, I saw the weather outside is getting kind of like.
Say no more, babe. Say no more. I remember that you like some comforting things, so I got you. This cinnamon has a picture of a pillow on it. You just cook so many things that I just wanted to try grocery shopping for once.
Oh, well,
Honey, I'm doing great, right?
You're doing so great. You're doing so great. So great! So great!
Don't feel like I'm doing great.
I would love to make maybe a dessert with this after.
All right, well, just put that back there.
Oh,
I'll just let you keep on. You make all the things, and I'll
Oh.
try to contribute in my own way.
That's not what I meant. I don't want to.
Go big.
Your eyes look so sad.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's like the time I tried to put jeans in the washing machine.
Oh, that was our big test. You know what? I think it could use a little parsley.
But like fresh parsley.
There's a clock that is right over here. It's it's just going just a little bit here.
Oh, it's sitting on a shelf, and there's like one of those shelves that has a ton of tchotchkes, right? It's got these like very long shelves, and on each tchotchke is a different clock. It's like a cat clock and a pig clock and a house clock, but they're all very much smaller than this clock.
There's wallpaper. That's just numbers.
Yeah.
Just numbers.
That's his number.
It's very bright in this room. Fluorescent light.
Nervous to meet our new math teacher. Thank you.
I heard she's gonna be really mean.
I hope not.
All right, snack.
You guys should look clean.
Sorry, late. Hello.
You're sorry.
Yeah.
Students, what do we say to people who apologize to us? We say, no good. No good. Be better, because what does this time say?
9 o'clock?
And what does that mean?
Late.
Correct.
I'm really sorry. I didn't keep track of time. I'm gonna try again.
Oh, I'm even more late.
That's right. Now, because of you, there's a big old pop quiz. Are we happy about that? Oh, you don't want a pop quiz? Well, I hope that teaches you your lesson of never, ever taking advantage of time. Because guess what? We only have so much. And if you run out of time, you don't get any more. And when you run out of time,
you don't get any more. If you run out of time, you don't get any more. If you run out of time, you don't get any more. If you run out of time, you don't get any more. When I grow up, I'm going to be a teacher. I know, I'm going to be a teacher, and I'm going to treat my students fairly. I'm going to be so good. When anyone picks on anyone, I'm going to have a lollipop drawer. That's right. I'm going to have a lollipop drawer. Mrs. Jenkins doesn't have a lollipop drawer, and any time that she ever sees anyone picking on me, she doesn't say anything. She doesn't say anything. When I grow up, I'm going to be a teacher, and I'm going to be the best teacher. I'm not going to yell at anyone. Another room, 15-ish years later, there's just a big lollipop.
There's shells of lollipops. Lollipops.
There are different flavors of lollipop carefully displayed on little lollipop holders. And the wallpapers are all lollipop swirls and sugar sprinkles.
I'm really nervous about this confectionery class. I heard our teacher is so sweet. Oh, okay.
Welcome. Oh, please enter. No, you have nothing to apologize for. You're exactly where you need to be.
This is the best class!
Now, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but there is a pop quiz.
Oh no!
That's right. And I want y'all to remember the most important lesson. You're exactly where you need to be. 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 Now I hope everyone's got a good dentist, because we're getting
There's a field of, this is a field. Yeah, this is a field. The grass, if you look, everybody look up, right?
Whoa.
Yeah, because the grass is that tall, because we're all ladybugs right now. Yeah, we're all of us are ladybugs. And today is a special day because it's a full moon. Oh yeah. We thought it was daytime, but it's night. It's night. And all the ladybugs have a tradition. Okay, we'll figure out what that is now.
Hi, Ladybug Sally.
Hey, Ladybug Frank. I wanted to ask you if you wanted to come with me to the
Ladybug dance?
But you have to accept in the traditional way.
Right. Yes. I do accept.
Okay, well, go
Okay,
on,
okay,
in the
yes.
traditional way.
These bugs are so cool.
And I say a word, what's that word?
Red.
Red.
Wow. You even did 2 figure eights. That might be moving a little bit too fast, Ladybug Frank.
Oh,
but
I'm so sorry.
I like you. I like you, so I mean, that's okay. You know, doesn't matter what our Ladybug parents think.
Yeah, that's right. I'm glad we met tonight.
Me too.
It's you know, like I've seen you in Ladybug Lane, and you know, like just walking through, eating the dew. And
You know how much I love to do. I just like to give it a big old sip in the traditional Ladybug way.
Yeah, would you go again?
I'll do it one more time.
I want to try.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as their ladybug eyes meet and they start to form ladybug love, right? Because of the sparks. They sing the traditional ladybug song.
On 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
We have really good song
Yeah,
partners.
that's really fun.
You're good.
That's hard. They don't know the Ladybug song. This is real life.
We're planning a birthday party. We're planning a birthday party all together for a very special friend. It's for Tosin. So, all together, we're gonna build this party. We're gonna all add to this party, whether it's food or drinks or decorations or music or whatever we want, but we're gonna build this party for someone we care a lot about, someone we value a lot. And I'd like to put up a big banner. The banner's white, the letters are varying rainbow colors, and it says, "It's your day, Tosin," with 2 exclamation points.
Oh. What are we bringing to this party? I mean, I know I'm like Steve from before. I'm bringing paper plates. But, what are you bringing to the party?
I am definitely bringing. I'm definitely bringing those little that pink cat. I think. Can I say this? It's like the pussy caps. You know, with the little ears. I'm giving Tosin one of those.
Yeah. What are you bringing?
Oh, I'm gonna bring tiny little cupcakes. They're really fun. You can eat in one bite, and it's really fun. Yeah.
So, you brought the banner.
Yeah, the banner and then some tape in case we need to hang up other things. What are you bringing, Emily?
Oh, plates.
Okay.
I'm also organizing the spreadsheet.
Well, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Rose, what would you like to bring to Tosin's party?
I'm gonna bring a bubble machine.
Rose, will you do your bubble machine like right from when can you just like bubble it? Just great. Just keep that.
A bounce house. Can you like show me like some bouncing?
Yeah.
What else could we bring to the party? Champagne?
Yes!
Do you mind opening up a couple of bottles for us?
It's scary.
What else are we bringing? Can you blow some up or like tie them up for us? Get those ready for us?
Nice. What are you bringing to the party?
Speakers.
Speakers? Excellent. Yeah, we need loud music. Would you mind just plugging in the sound system for us? Excellent.
Ready? All right. What are you bringing? With candles.
Oh!
Is there icing that cake for us?
Oh, what kind of icing is it?
What's it called?
Cream cheese.
Swiffer, what are you bringing to the parties?
Yes!
Party with a pizza, party don't stop. Excellent. How many are you bringing to this party? Do you mind tossing some pizzas for us? Just to, because I know you make them from scratch, of course. It's Tosin's birthday!
You're in the art And what are you bringing?
I really wanted to bring like 3 dozen cookies that are decorated with cans.
Oh my goodness. Can you show me how you're decorating these? Yeah. It's so hard. We're all working so hard.
Okay.
On this birthday party.
This looks like a great party so far. I think the guest of honor might be at the door. Everyone, hide where you're at. Hide where you're at. Make sure that Tosin doesn't see you. We'll wait for them to knock on the door or ring it.
Nah.
1, 2, 3. Surprise!
Oh, everybody do your thing. Do your
Oh yeah, do the thing. I'm like, wait, bounce my bubbles.
This is fantastic. You get all those cookies and cakes and keys. Thank you, Bubbles, for distracting my children. Thank you for the sound system. It was real fun. I'm hiding in the corner while my friends have fun.
Tosin, can I ask you? Is there any of the things that we brought to your party that you could go without?
Bounce house, show the tracks, do really good. actually kind of weird rituals. The cake, the candles, yes.
Yeah.
I don't super love cake. And actually, really dislike the birthday part. I just haven't had a birthday celebrate and really good. I can leave that part now. But I'll do it.
Yeah. It was a great party, right? Right? There's not the one like you'd have been like, no, not at this party, right? No, because even if you don't eat the cake, you know who will? All of us. Yeah. Well, we enjoyed you enjoying this party.
That was awesome. That was a good party. Hey, one of you took a card, because I counted. Who took a card? Great, beautiful. What card did you take? Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. Frenemies.
Frenemies.
Experiences hang together. When a difficult memory or a painful sensation shows up, pause and notice what else comes with it. What does your mind tell you to do next?
Ooh, I like that. Can anyone think about like a tough situation that they went through recently? Yeah, you've got that in your brain. Anyone want to talk about it?
This happened about a year ago, but I lost my best friend. They didn't die or anything, we just stopped talking, we kind of grew apart after meeting different people.
Oh, that's tough. So what else came along with it? What were the frenemies that came along with that feeling?
Insecurities, just like guilt, yeah.
Yeah. And does that happen to anyone else? Like just a whole bunch of things come along with our things. How did you deal with those?
Yeah, therapy.
Yay! Well, these are natural things that come along with our things, right? Did you ever try to say to it like, shut up, and just shut it down? Did that work? Just telling you to shut up?
No, it would come back.
Yeah.
Make me upset.
Yeah. And so you went to therapy, which is great. So besides figuring out how to manage that, anything else that you learned from therapy that you're okay sharing with a room full of strangers?
No, I mean, like, just being more comfortable with yourself. Yes.
I love that, being more comfortable with ourselves. I love that. Like you come out of something that's terrible, like you learned something else. Being comfortable with ourselves. You brought some chairs.
I brought chairs. I don't know. This is improv. See, I was inspired to bring chairs.
Great. Let's see what you do with that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Hey, Shannon. It's okay. You can sit down if you want, Shannon. You can sit down. Or you don't have to. You don't have to do what you.
It's like
Do you want to talk to me at all anymore?
I mean, you know, like it's the assigned seats that we're given, and you know, like I guess you have the same.
I mean, like I have to. We're the same person. Like we have to sit next to each other. No. It's fine. You can sit there. I can sit here. Like, as in, we can exist in the same place, but we don't always have to be in the same place if that's what we want.
Shannon, like we need to be in the same place because like this is what we need to do. We need to work through it. We need to.
But maybe I can just stand over here, or not be here when you're here. When you're here, like, and when you're doing the thing, you know, like when you're in front of people and
and loud and stuff. It can be you, and then when it's quiet and time to like think, it can be me.
But like, sometimes you just like you, you need to do something. You just you need to like really just like use that the energy to really.
And sometimes I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy to do the thing, right? I don't have it. I don't have what you have. Sometimes I don't even want it. Sometimes I just want it to go away. Sometimes I want you to go away.
There's a lot of tension in sharing. What can Shannon say to themselves to start to build a compromise? Something that they can say to each other to start to live and exist in harmony. What would you say to yourself when you're feeling conflict? Tell me what's going on for you. Tell me what's going on for you. Let's start there.
Tell me what's going on for you.
Sometimes I feel like we're not, like when people look at us, they don't see both of us. They just see one of us, and one of us is only showing up. What's going on for you?
I just feel like I am in the background. I'm not there. But this is like, you know, it's just, I don't know, I just feel like there's a like we're like we can't coexist. We can't figure it out. Maybe we can.
And now they sing a traditional Shannon song.
Maybe we can. But maybe we can. But maybe we can. Maybe we can.
Get out of it. Get out of it. Raise up your chairs.
Yeah. No. Friends and family. Oh my gosh. But maybe we can. This has been Improv on and off the stage, The Journey. You have been part of this journey. Give yourselves a round of applause. Oh, give Brayden a round of applause. Give Austin a round of applause. And the entire crew of The Journey a round of applause. Please thank you so much for being here. That's with Emily and Stephanie and Luke and Shannon. We cannot do this without you. I'd like to donate. There are spaces up there that you can. Just look up Shannon Stott. Look up Improv on and off the stage. We have our own website. I got right? Look up Improv on and off the stage.com and come and see other shows. We've got shows, we've got classes coming up, we've got drama therapy workshops coming up. It's amazing. So if you want to take a class, if you want to learn more about improv and how it can change your life on and off the stage, please let us know. Otherwise, have a very good night. Mingle and talk to us. We would love to chat about improv. This is what we do. And anything else from anyone else?
We'll see you on and
Off